Hello and welcome back to the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast with your senior host and your coach, Lakeisha McKnight. Remember, this podcast is a media outlet for the nonprofit based in Chesapeake, Virginia, entitled Women of Elevation Career Services International. Of course, I have the pleasure of bringing onto the platform and debuting my daughter. Many of you know that I had a second child, and I wanted to make sure you understand the importance of connecting. And so, of course, the topic for today and tomorrow is connected to that. And it is creating a loving family. Creating a loving family. And first and foremost, I just want to say I consider you to be a part of the family because you've been listening from wherever you are. Some of you are listening from Australia. Many of you are also listening in from South Africa, from Venezuela, from so many places around the world, even Greece. So for those of you in Greece, thank you so much for listening in. Those of you in Canada, thank you so much. And of course, throughout the United States, I appreciate your listenership. But of course, my lovely daughter, Coach Lakeisha, is with me. You may hear her in the background because I believe this is important just to validate the importance of family. All right. And so how do you create a loving family, a home? That's what it's truly all about. Family. You can only get one family, one biological family, I should say. For some of you, you may have a household whereby you have children that you've adopted, or you may have been adopted into a family. But either way, it's family. So how do you create one that's loving? One of the important tips that I'm going to give you that's going to help you to create a loving family is forgiving one another. There is no one perfect. Children and adults, we as adults, we're not perfect at all. And of course, we know that children need structure. They need love. They need discipline. But no one is perfect. And we need to love each other beyond the mistakes and the flaws that we have, because we all have them. And so we need to be more understanding, and of course, connecting with our children. If you do have children, connecting with your significant other, connecting with your family members. This is how you show them that you love them. And then sometimes, of course, it doesn't take words to do so. But of course, your presence is what they really, really need. Your children need you. Your significant other needs you. You need yourself. And you need to be able to love yourself in order to really create a loving home. Okay? To create that loving home. So again, learn to forgive one another. Because the bottom line, when you do not forgive other people, you're holding yourself imprisoned. The way that you forgive others is by just recalling the fact that you have your own flaws and you have your own mistakes that needs to be forgiven as well. Learn to forgive yourself. Learn to forgive other people. You let it go. You may not forget it, but you have to let it go. Because each and every day is a brand new day, a fresh day. And so you do not want to continue to add on flaws from one day or mistakes from one day and bring it into the next day. It's too much stress. Life is too short. You want to release those things and let it go. You will create a healthier you, a loving you, and of course, a more loving family home. So this is, of course, my message for today, the teaching for today on creating a loving family home. Thank you so much for listening again. This is the podcast for Women of Elevation Career Services International. You can learn more by going to www.womenofelevation.com. so that you can discover what we do, the services that we offer, and the events that we provide you with, even via telephone. Thank you so much. And this is the podcast that empowers women like yourself with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate. Do you want to say bye, Coach Lakeisha? You want to say bye-bye? Say bye-bye, Mama. She's quiet, everyone. But thank you so much for listening and take care.